Alright, how's it going, YouTube? So we got the new build up on the table. I'm actually just gonna run through it because during the testing tool, there was some altercations with this, but we'll get to that. So this is like a testing tool recap. So y'all stay tuned. All right. So before we get to the meat of the car, so in the video, one of the videos, the car hit a rock pile, which took off my front splitter. So what I did was I took the rest of the screws off, and I just ran the car like that. So I just want to give y'all a recap on that. So I'll talk about the car now. All right, guys. So this is that's my steering ramp. Let me go over to my all right, boom. See this 96 ramp. So the whole last year I wasn't able to get down on that ramp with the other car. All right. Now let me show y'all what I mean. So on that ramp, this is how fast the throttle would go. All right. So on my stock tub car, I could never get down to that ramp. At least I felt I couldn't because the car would just sound too aggressive. So yesterday I tried the car. You know, I always start out on a light ramp just to get to A to B. And when I took off the car, you know, remember I tested it with this motor in the 66 feet. So now that I'm gonna stretch his legs, when I heard the motor open, I got kind of nervous and backed off the throttle. A few times I did that. So I wasn't able to really stretch our legs, but then I was able to actually get some good passes in, and this is all dry tire. So I was able to hit 2.5 on the GNSS, but the DTS read 2.1. So, you know, it's always off one or the other. Somebody asked me a question saying, which one do you believe? So right now they're saying if you put the DTS and you stage at your back tire and you do the 133 feet, it'll be more accurate. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Let me just say this as well. So with the GNSS and the DTS, they're Bluetooth. And this is like satellite. So it takes some time for satellite to reach its location. Same with the DTS, it's Bluetooth, so it takes a little time for it to reach its signal. So you have a slight delay there, where you say the porta tree would have a wire. You can get Bluetooth as well, but it has a wire. So it automatically marks the signal of when you cross the beam. So that's why I consider that more accurate than any wireless or, you know, so on. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So in the GPS, I mean, on the 97 ramp, my car would like be aggressive, but I never just wanted to go more than that. So this time I tried the 96 and the car went down beautiful, especially with the Voodoos. I was using the silvers, it's like hugged the ground the whole way. So once I started applying more point to it, which is taking off stronger and everything like that, that's when my wheelie bar came off. So what I also need to look at is to see if I need to adjust my springs for my ride height, because now when the power is really kicking in, the car sits down. Is it putting too much pressure on my wheelie bar? And that's why my wheel came off. I'm not sure. Like, it spun the whole thing off. See, I have a lock nut here in the back, but it spun everything came off. So I wasn't left with nothing but the bar on this side. So I gotta look into that. That's some things I gotta keep testing and try out. Also, we want to say that Massachusetts is in the NPRC point series. So everybody from Mass will be trying out. The top 5 are supposed to go to the big race they're having in Florida. So I'll be probably going live to explain more on that. But if you're local to Massachusetts and you want to come out and get in this point series, it's definitely going to be fun. And it's going to be a prep event so that we keep up with the event that's going on down south, because it will be a prep event down there as well. So yeah, we'll get more into that as well. But I'm still looking forward to push this car more. I'm just now starting to get into the ramps as far as I want to be. So I would like to get it down to a 94, maybe even a 95 if it holds it. With prep, maybe I'll be able to do that. But with dry tire, we'll see. Now I want to push it to its limits with dry tire, and then we'll go from there. But definitely more to come from this car. We wasn't on the best road yesterday, so you know we was having difficulties getting down there. But like I said, the Voodoos held up. And let me go ahead and grab them because I want to show y'all. All right, so give y'all a little update. If you see those hiccups in the tire, remember as I told y'all in the last video, the reaction foams are in here, so they are quite bigger, which makes it overlap on the inside. So if the foam is going all the way around, when it gets to right here, it comes down and then goes up. So there's really nothing holding the tire right here. So that's why I'm getting that, and it's from when I burn out, not even from when I really do the run. So also in this tire, you can see it right there as well. But these just gonna be my testing tires for now. I figure if I could get down on these, I could definitely get down on a great set. But that's for me trying with reaction foam, so that's something I say don't do. I did go ahead and let me grab those as well. All right, so I went ahead and grabbed the Voodoo foams. These are medium soft. Supposedly these work well in like the reds and the silvers and all of that. Well, these is what I have in my my goals, is the right foams. So that's what I will be doing. So these will only be testing. As I said, the rest of the other tires I will be using will be glued, because I really don't trust bead locks at over a certain speed. So far these have been holding up great, and I've been putting them to work. So the 12 bead locks is definitely working. So we're gonna change out and put, now you know what, it's too late to actually put foams in here, so I'll just save these foams and put them in the tires itself. But we definitely want to test more with this car. I'm gonna still use these tires. If I start to notice a difference or anything, I'll get rid of these and then use the either silvers on air, or probably use the new ones I'm gonna get glued up with the foam in them. So we'll see how that works out. I'm still looking to tune this car, because I know it still has a lot more in it, and I want to push it to its limit. So y'all stay tuned for that, and we'll get more coming. All right, y'all. So I got a few questions on the M17. I wanted to just throw in the video as well. If you stayed in this far, you'll know more. But the question is, was the M17 did it help me? And it definitely did, because I'm able to not touch nothing in this. I set it to whatever I want, and then I go from there. So every tool I use is in this remote right here. So I'm gonna just go ahead and show y'all. Let me go ahead and move this light real quick, y'all. I'm sorry about that. All right. So just to show y'all real quick. So let's go to the throttle. All right. This is how mine is set up. All right. I don't care to show what's on the remote, because simple fact is, you probably won't know what's in my setup, even if it's the same. Every car is different, so this is just to help people and know what's going on with this remote. So for instance, the top one is the amount of power that's applied into the throttle as a whole, meaning this, if you turn this down to 50%, you're only going to get 50% of power to the throttle, no matter what settings you use in here. All right, so that's a check. Let's get that out the way. Now your speed forward is how fast the ramp comes in. I know a lot of people did videos on it, but I'm just doing it for my viewers. But anyway, how fast that ramp come in. So that's a 96 ramp. All right, so for instance, if I wanted to turn that ramp up, let's just say if I wanted to go with a 94 ramp. Now watch the throttle speed. See how fast it's moving now? All right, now back. Sorry about that. I'm doing this with one hand. Back now. We want to go down to point. Now, your point is where the throttle comes in, where you want your throttle to start at. So let me I gotta turn it up to actually show y'all what I'm showing you. But say if I'm at 40, all right, let's go back. This throttle, when I grab it, is gonna go automatically to 40 and then continue. Can't really see it because it's up so fast, but 40 every time. Straight to 40 every time. All right, 40 increases. Now, in that, you won't see this part on in the throttle curve, in the speed, should I say, but the curve is gonna affect how aggressive the tune is if you go up with the curve or down with it. All right, so then the EPA is brake. So if my brake, I just have that there in case my brake is too heavy, I can turn that down. And my reverse is just there just in case. I don't know why I got it there. You could take that off. You could use whatever you want, but this is just how I got mine set up and a few of the other guys. And it all depends on your tuning tool. So, you know, if you want more out the hole, you can go up with your point. You know, that gives you way more out the hole. And if you want your ramp to be faster, you just mess with your speed. You want to come in faster, it's coming in too aggressive, you want to slow it down, and so on. As far as the dual rate, I don't touch that. That stays at 100 for me. So, and then I just tune in the remote off of that. That's just me because I want all my power. I don't want to limit nothing. I want everything, so I can tune it from there. But anyway, it's a great tuning tool. Definitely helped me. Last year, as I said in one of the videos, last year when I hit a 221, when I got this remote, I was settled. I was happy. I didn't touch the car, nothing. I left everything the same and just kept messing with the remote. But in reality, I really needed to go into the ESC and max it out and then tune from the remote. And that's what I'm doing this year, so hopefully it helps. All right, guys, hopefully that helped y'all. And y'all stay tuned for some more. All right.